Hello again, Jeremy from Rhodeswood, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. When I came into the trade, I was 16 years of age, fresh from school, always had a liking for clothes and textiles. My mother worked for Scabal, which is the world's largest cloth merchant, and they had a mill in Huddersfield and still do, and we still deal with them today. I came into the trade, and at 18, just approaching 19, I was allowed to do some buying for the store that I worked for, and that buying was for ties, one of my loves. And I met with Paul Salgo, who was a licensee for Christian Dior ties. And my boss at the time, obviously, I think trusted in my taste. I think when he saw the order, he knew that I could write down the numbers, because I still buy a lot of ties. I love them. And what makes our ties different or cost the money? So we have three basic constructions, and all our ties are 9 centimetres wide. We've tried the 7 and the 8 centimetres. It's not for us. We believe that the lapel should be half of the top shoulder width, and your tie width should mirror the width of the lapel. So 9 centimetres seems to work. So our standard make, all in pure silk, is a hand finished tie, and these we finish with a rosewood tipping and a rosewood loop, and you can see there bar tacked, which is done by hand. That's a beautiful tie. We do make them a couple of inches longer than a standard tie. Ties up a very nice knot. Exactly the same silk there in a 7-fold construction. So there is enough silk in this tie to make 2 ties. And you can see it's all lined in the same and intricately folded, completely made by hand, twice the price of the other one. And then our other standard hand make, which tends to be where most of our ties are now. A handmade tie is exactly that. It's hand slipped all the way down the length of the tie, and if I open that for you, you can perhaps see the little loop stitches. When you take off the tie, there's a lot of tension on it, and that hand slipping helps the tie move and recover. The alternative to that is what's called a Liber tie. It's done on a Liber machine or a Liber stitch, and it's a continuous stitch that runs down the length of the tie. It's then turned inside out and pressed, and then perhaps hand bar tacked. But these are all handmade. This one, self bar loop and a contrast silk tip. And however you make the tie, it's the same with suits. You start with quality cloth. So quality silks, nice and tight, don't catch and pull, tie up a decent knot. This is how I kind of gauge if I think it's going to tie up well, and that does. So that's a little brief insight into one of my things I need to calm down on buying. We've got drawers and drawers full of ties, and a passageway with drawers full of ties. I love them, but we do sell a lot, and despite the current trend for people saying, oh, I'm not wearing a tie, or we don't have to wear ties, great, it's your choice. My choice is, with a suit, I prefer to wear a tie. I just feel it's finished, it's still an expression of colour, and I just think it looks better. We are developing a shirt going forward that will stand proud and look good without a tie, but that's another video for another day. This one is about ties. We have a huge selection, over 1,000. It's impossible to put them all on the website, but many in store, and we're now slowly adding them onto the site. And a huge range of pocket silks, silk squares, cravats, ascots, tubular scarves, it's all there. So thank you very much for stopping by and having a look. Please like and subscribe.